Welcome back to Unsolved Mysteries. We're happy to be here, rebooted on Netflix, which you are nonetheless watching on an old CRT television set. I'm your host, Robert Stack, and despite what you may have heard, I did not die of heart failure. Well, technically my heart did fail when I was murdered. I've left much unfinished business behind on Earth and many unsolved mysteries. That's why I'm here tonight, to help solve all these mysteries and the overarching meta-mystery that is the mystery of my own murder, here on Unsolved Mysteries. We turn now to story of axes and murder. Alan Parsons was a prolific axe murderer of this Northern California area around Lodi. He would sneak into people's houses at night and hide in the closet with his axe, his eyes glowing with demonic rage. The unsuspecting family would come home. They all had dump truck asses. The whole family had a lot of junk in the trunk. But what they didn't realize is that they also had a deranged maniac in the closet. This particular porker here was sleeping on a bed that was way too small for him. It was a child's twin-sized bed, metal frame, but still not enough to hold up his big ass. It was really hot outside, and that's why none of them were sleeping underneath the covers, and that was their fatal mistake. As we all know, when your body is completely under the covers and not a square inch of you is showing from out underneath the blankets or the comforter, that's how you know the boogeyman can't get you. But they went to sleep unprepared. You or anyone else you know sleeping without a blanket covering you from head to toe every square inch. Do the right thing. Let them know that the boogeyman can only get you if you have any part of you sticking out from underneath the covers. If you or anyone else you know has information on the whereabouts of the boogeyman, last seen in Trenton, New Jersey, 8 feet tall with red eyes and skin made of burlap sack, please call us at 1-800-555-FUCKEDUP-IF-TRUE. Alan the axe murderer would slowly open the door, and if it was too squeaky, he kept a can of WD-40 in his cargo pants at all times to make as little noise as possible. He was able to handle an axe with the adroitness of a ballerina. He moved slowly so as not to disturb the sleep apnea of the family in the house he was about to murder. Unfortunately, it was too late for old Fatso here. He was about to get chopped up into bacon. Real pork tenderloin. It's about a month's worth of pork chops right there. Isn't that right, Fatty? Alan the axe murderer was such a prolific and effective murderer, he was able to kill people without even touching them with the axe. He kept his axe so sharp that it was able to cut through the air in such a way that he created a vacuum around his victims' heads from which there was no oxygen to breathe, and they asphyxiated, panicked and terrified and confused. It was like The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman, but it was an axe instead. It would cut into the very fabric of space and warp and twist his victims at a molecular level. Then there's this guy in the CCCP t-shirt. This LARPing Marxist edgelord. Doesn't even have a gun. My, how far the tankies have fallen. We can see the fairies floating around in the air, trying to warn the family that they're all about to be murdered by Alan Parsons, the axe murderer of Lodi, California. The fairies are too late to warn at least one member of the family. Will they be fast enough to warn the rest of the family of the danger posed to them by Alan Parsons, axe murderer of Lodi, California? He's coming out of his murder trance. He's downgrading from murder to sexual assault or something. Still very dangerous. He is the eyes in the dark, looking at you. Ooh, he can read your mind. Now he's getting bored and walking off. He's lost his taste for murder, and rape and sexual assault as well for that matter. He needs a sandwich or some other refreshment. Perhaps some fruit punch. And Lord knows this family's got plenty of that in the house. Look at these absolute dump truck asses as they jiggle their jelly running down the stairs, trying to get away from Alan Parsons, the axe murderer of Lodi, California. They all love their loose-fit jeans, don't they? Frankly, they deserve their fate. We here at Unsolved Mysteries were able to score an exclusive interview with the axe murderer himself, Alan Parsons.
Hi guys, my name's Alan. I just wanted to come on the show to clear my name here. I am Alan Parsons, not Alan Parsons. I am also from Lodi, California. I've been harassed all my life because of this axe murder, but I can attest, in the case of these specific people, I'm sorry, my beard's getting in the way. In the case of these specific people, I do think that they had kept Alan's dog captured, captive. And so Alan now borrowed my axe. Now I do know the other Alan Parsons. We grew up together, Alan and Alan, A squared. We always called ourselves. He had gone over there to get his dog back. And he didn't mean to kill nobody with the axe, but, you know, that Alan, he had a mean streak to him. And, you know, they wouldn't give his dog back. And, yeah, you know, Alan, prone to, you know, violence himself. You know, he, you know, known to have a few bar fights. just got that axe out of his truck and chased that family around. And, I don't know if he actually killed him with the axe, though. I don't know how that family died. And I think that's the mystery here. That's the mystery here, and I wanted to come on this show just to kind of let it go out, I hadn't seen Alan in a long time. Last time I saw him, he ran out into the woods. I hadn't seen him since. So, maybe this will turn into a missing persons. That's all I need to say.
Well, it turns out that wasn't as good of a get as we thought it was. We thought we'd scored an interview with the murderer himself, but it turns out it was just some other guy named Alan Parsons. I didn't even realize there were that many Alan Parsons in the world. Turns out I'm still the biggest get of the night, me, Robert Stack, brought back from the fucking dead.